Thank you for continuing with me on a doctor's journey. Now that we've picked our program and our university, it's time to talk about the biggest misconception about pursuing a higher level of education. And I think number one would be that you make the big bucks day one after graduation. And sometimes that may not be true, especially if you're just starting out and you have no experience in that line of profession. What may happen is that you start out with an entry level position and it may not give you the earning that you're looking for. It may not increase your net worth as fast as you were looking for it to occur, but you definitely have opportunities after 2 to 5 years to kind of work your way up the ranks into more senior roles that will be able to compensate you for your time in ways that you find to be worthy. I think number two is when students go into a session and they're entitled, oftentimes on the first go round. Number three would be viewing failure as defeat. Failure is par for the course. I saw Elon Musk blow up at least 10 rockets before he got it right. So don't come down on yourself too hard and give yourself grace. You don't have to carry everyone with you on your journey. It is personal to you. Not all opinion is going to be in a positive light, and you definitely want to filter out what's love and support and what's coming from a negative place. You must start and finish the same time as your batchmates. That's a big misconception. Everyone's journey is not the same, and some will graduate before you and you will graduate before some, and then you check 10 years down the line and you've advanced further along. So everyone's journey does not have to be the same because our circumstances are not the same. Our lives are unique, and we cannot expect that if you didn't graduate with your batchmates that you failed or something went wrong. You just have a different journey. Don't expect everything to be perfect. There are going to be roadblocks, but you definitely have to build up that resilience. You have to look, okay, why did this roadblock occur? And what can I do differently moving forward? You definitely want to make sure that you're doing those, I call them skeleton analysis of anything that go wrong, to make sure that if something does go wrong in the future, it's not a repeat of the same thing. Don't expect everyone to see things from your point of view, and don't expect everyone to see your vision. When I started out on this PhD journey, I may have had 2 or 3 positive feedback, and most of the negative feedback came from a place of not feeling like I would have enough time to be a parent, and it's too much of a financial burden. And at the end of the day, I see my daughter more than anyone else sees their children because I'm able to work remotely from any location around the world. So make sure that when you're tunnel visioning on what you want to do and how you want to pursue your career, you don't bring every single opinion with you on that journey. One of the biggest misconceptions about moving forward again would be that you must live it up in college. That's absolutely not true. You don't have to go splurging. You don't have to take more student loans than you actually need, because it will be sitting right there waiting for you after graduation. So make sure that you're being studious, and you're being as cost efficient as possible, and you're spending wisely. This way, after you graduate, you don't have a great burden of debt, and it kind of holds you back from launching your career and moving forward into things that you want to accomplish. Now, we must talk about anxiety and depression. And it's a real thing, and it's something you wouldn't necessarily want to experience while you're trying to better yourself. So you took a test and you weren't really sure about all the answers, and now you have to go to class and the professor is going to hand out the paper. The grade is already what it is, and you're either going to have an opportunity to do that course over or to do another test and kind of make up your average. Do not get to a place where you're allowing grades and your progress to really hold you back mentally. And you have to recognize and course correct. You're advancing your life, but you don't want to take your life in the process. Thank you for tuning in to another episode of A Doctor's Journey, and I look forward to taking and talking to you about many more things